Hello there folks, and welcome back to the Whiskey Friend with me, Alan. Here we are on another quick sample Sunday. Today's sample is being provided by the Flying Hussar 303, and that's Bart. He's local with me here in Manchester, so thank you very much for this sample, Bart. So I'm looking forward to cracking into this. I've had this one poured, guys. It's the Loch Lomond 18. So I've had it poured here for about the last 30 minutes. I've had it covered up today with my trusty Whiskey Friend Batch 2 coin. It's number 106 on this one today. If you are liking the channel and you want to support the channel, guys, I'll pop a link into the description how you can get a hold of these coins and support the channel. So let's go on with the whiskey. That's why we're here after all. So yeah, Loch Lomond 18. I'm not going to hang around, guys. Nothing about Loch Lomond. It's all about, on these sample Saturdays and sample Sundays, it's just purely about the whiskey and how I get it when I first nose it and taste it. So without any further ado, let's crack on. So on the nose of this one, wow, this is Loch Lomond 18. It's bottled at 46% ABV. It does state on the box that it's unchill filtered. Nothing about colour, so we can only assume they are. But looking at the colour, if they have, they've maybe just put a touch in. But yeah, on the nose, that first nose I get is, why, it's almost bourbon like. Got that kind of bourbon character of firstly on the nose, what I usually get when I pick up a bourbon. But there's a hint of smoke. It's like a dry smoke. And also there's a slight confectionery note, maybe a kind of sweet shop note. If you walk into a sweet shop, you've got that kind of candy, toffee, vanilla. It's like a sweet, it's all sweet vanilla, sweet toffee. But in the same regard, as you get into it a little bit more, it has that kind of musty, fusty, maybe a little hint of dampness, damp wood, maybe a little bit of dampness. But there's a lot going on, guys. It is an 18-year-old, so you'd expect it to be a little bit more complex, and it's gone a little bit fruity now, so I'm getting some green apples, maybe a bit of grapefruit, and some sultana. Wow, that's different. But that oakiness right throughout is quite oaky. I know it's got an oaky dryness to the smell, and it's almost like some pencil shavings, maybe some sawdust kicking around. Wow, but it's getting sweeter as it's changing all the time. That's real sweet vanilla, sweet toffee, and it's a little bit grainy and a little bit malty on the nose. So yeah, quite a lot going on with this one. Let's see how it tastes. Cheers. Okay, on that first sip, it's quite powerful, quite intense. It's spicy, lots of cinnamon, lots of ginger, mainly ginger up front. But then it becomes, as it develops, it becomes really juicy. That juicy apples. Maybe even a bit of juicy melon now. Wow. But it's getting sweeter and sweeter. Really sweet on the palate now. That vanilla, that toffee, that confectionery sweetness is definitely there. Let's try some more. On that second sip, it's changing quite a bit. So you're really getting that on initially, on the arrival, it was spicy and hot and ginger. Then it became really mouth-watering and juicy. That juicy melon, that juicy apple. The sweetness was there, the vanilla, the toffee. And then it's gone a little bit now, that dry smoke is kicking in. Beautiful balance between the sweetness and the smoke and the dryness. It's got a little bit bitter now. Wow. Yeah, it's a little bit of bitterness there, but it's not offensive bitterness. It's just a little bit bitter. It's dry. There's a little hint of coffee note there now as it heads towards the finish, and some dark chocolate. Wow, interesting dram. Let's see how it is on the finish, folks. Okay. On that finish, guys, it's a long finish. It's got a real oaky oaky bitterness on the aftertaste. It's gingery, it's hot, it's spicy, but then that coffee comes in. The smoke, the chocolate, they're all there on the finish. Real interesting dram, guys. So I'm really thankful to Bart for sending me this one. Thanks very much, Bart. It was interesting. I think this is quite readily available and easy to get a hold of. It's not. I don't think it's too expensive for an 18-year-old. I think it's hanging on the kind of bottom end of the 18-year-old price point. It's usually on an offer. I must admit I haven't priced this one up at the minute, so apologies on my part, but I don't think it's expensive, and I think it's easy to get hold of. It's not the best 18-year-old I've ever drunk, but it's certainly not the worst. And I think with this one, it does need some time, so I think you have to leave it for a little bit. I did originally have a little nose when I poured it, and I thought I'd have to wait for a bit and give it a chance to open up. So that 30 minutes has certainly helped it. It's really interesting whiskey, and I'm very thankful to have tried it. So, if you've liked the video, guys, don't forget to give me the thumbs up. If you've not quite hit that subscribe button yet, what you're waiting for, it's just down below there, guys. Just give it a click. You're helping the channel. Friendly reminder from me today, it's completely free, it doesn't cost you anything, and you're helping the channel massively on its way to the magical 3K. Over to you guys, click into the comments. Have you tried the Loch Lomond 18? Have you had anything to do with Loch Lomond? Have you visited Loch Lomond? I really love engaging in the comments, so just come back to me and let me know. And until the next one, this has been another Sample Sunday, and as always, the pleasure's in the sharing, and I'll see you in the next one.